For day 13 of the 30-day project, I've done the following. Number one, I gave another 500 baht or $15 to the artist who's educating the Thai island of Phuket about garbage. So you saw the state of the beach, and it's there's definitely a need for education around garbage. So that was number one. We also took her out to dinner and shared Jen's favorite custom cucumber lime mint smoothie, and which is her recipe, and my recipe of a really delicious thing. I don't know what it is about Thailand, but somehow stuff is, it just tastes better over here. The Indian food, the Italian food, the Thai food is just amazing. So I have a delicious recipe, and so we took the artist out. Number two was the development. I was looking at the fact that I like going around and having new sensations, but because the menu that is delivered is all food, that I'm getting fat by visiting 3 or 4 different locations. So the way to go to a location is to go to a restaurant, and there's different ambiances and views and stuff, and then you don't want to just sit there, you want to order something. And so what I realized is that most of what would be most enjoyable to order is not on the menu, and here's what I'm getting at. I can't order elaborate tea sets, just very small cups of beautiful tea, or different flowers to be brought to the table, or essential oils to be misted all over my body, or sensations, or lovely touches and stuff while I'm at the table, or appearances or sounds. I can't order up my own sound in wonderful Bose headsets. And so what I basically realized is something that I've found in my relationships overall, which is that we are most engaged and in a higher state of flow as human beings the more senses are engaged as a result of the experience being multidimensional. So in a restaurant, you've got taste and smell and a little bit of touch engaged in what may be an uncomfortable chair. But what if you can expand the sense, increase the visual, engage sound and touch and temperature, and really engage the whole thing, and maybe even have personal massage, etc. And so I've designed a bar idea called synesthesia, the crossover of the senses, to create something that one could go out to as an exotic and deliciously smelling, tasting, sounding experience without having to eat more. to have the taste be, subservient to all the other things that can go on, and also have things be much smaller portions but a wider range of taste, paired for contrast. So that was my idea for bringing well-being. Starting with myself, I thought it would be fun to run such a bar. I thought it would be fun to see more people around the world enjoying expanding our sense of what can be ordered, that you'd actually open up the menu and have a much more interactive sense, or even have an app. And so I've put that idea up as kind of an offering of something that really touches me as a possible experience. And then the final thing is working more on the refinement of the app, and the app well-being, doing more drawings and stuff, and around how to create community. And then today I also saw another artist that really touched me. I was touched by the couple, the way they worked together and supported one another. The woman in that relationship who spoke English was just, I just so admired her, for her attitude, her work, etc., etc., etc. And so I thought about just giving them 1,000 baht or $30, knowing how much that often means to artists, because art is greatly undervalued within the capitalist economies. And so but it makes such a difference to have people sharing non-political stuff from the heart. It's so medicinal. So I was deeply touched, but rather than give, I decided I would just buy. I wanted to give them 1,000 baht, so I just asked them, what I could buy for that. Because I also know as an artist that you run out of room and you like sharing your stuff. So I thought that was fun, particularly since we thought it was so beautiful. So we bought a little painting. I gave that to my sweetheart. And then, and then following up on the past research, looking online, all of those Fiverr gigs petered out. So it's, the whole, I think I started 2 research projects, and all of the contractors ducked out of the research to take this challenge of how to have the most positive impact for the least amount of effort. It's a thoughtful challenge, and thinking is one of the hardest things to do. You can't cheat at it. You can't just have a little format and stuff. You really got to engage with a lot of stuff. So a big challenge. So what I've done is I've just sent that to my personal assistant and asked him to manage things and to do a much smaller scale research project about the cost of a wealthy person having a child on, financially and ecologically over a lifetime, so that I can work on that little bit of a project. And so that's what we have been up to today. And the other thing that I did was recruited my partner to start a 30-day project, so that, because I think that's one of the things that we can do that is most impactful within a 30-day period, is actually to make sure that maybe 2 or 3 other people are also doing a 30-day project. And I had my assistant a few days ago set up the Scientific Wellbeing website so that anyone who wanted to do a 30-day project could, just by sending us the links to the videos, and we'd organize them. And the beauty of something like this, from my perspective, is this is a one, the commitment is for 30 days, 30 minutes, and then it's just there. It's there as an idea, it's there as a possibility, it's there for individual ideas to be built on, it's there for individual ideas to be argued with intelligently. By what I mean intelligently, if someone says that's a waste of time compared to them doing this over here, that's intelligent. You're upgrading. You're starting with a baseline and how can I improve? And this is how evolution occurs. So this is intelligent bouncing off to improve, which is wonderful. So here we are on day 13.